I know you're on your lunch break, but can we talk for a few minutes? I have something that I want to talk with you about that has been making me a bit worried lately.
What's up?
Recently, I have been getting a lot of phone calls that don't have a caller ID at our house, and they are only becoming more and more frequent. It's making me feel worried.
Are you talking about spam calls?
Yeah, they don't have any phone number being shown when I look at the caller ID. Do you know anything about this?
I think that when you get those sorts of calls, you should just choose to block the number, so they can't call us ever again.
But sometimes I wonder if they could be for something important. They keep calling and calling.
I don't think so. If it was for something important, then the caller wouldn't be hiding their phone number from you, right? I'm sure if they really needed you to answer, they would want you to know who they are.
Well, I guess that is true. But I am not sure how to block them in the phone settings. I have never had to do it before.
Hannah, you should know stuff like that by now. But I guess once I get home, I can help you set that up.
Thank you. What time do you think you will be getting home today?
I'm not really sure on that yet.
I see. Lately, you have been pretty busy at work, huh?
Well, you could say that. I was given a new project that I have been working on alongside a partnering company.
I see. That sounds pretty important.
Well, this is my first time being in charge of a project like this, so I am still learning the ins and outs of becoming a good leader. And I am getting a lot of pressure from my higher-ups with all of the training and requirements they want from me.
That's tough. Sorry that I won't be able to help you with any of that. And I am probably not helping by bothering you with my questions, so I'm sorry about that as well.
You're alright. You shouldn't be worried about telling me what's going on. Taking care of our house while I'm at work is more than enough in terms of helping me out.
Well, when you put it like that, it is a huge relief for me. But aren't you also thinking about how you'll have to get that infertility treatment at some point? I'm sure that is also causing you a lot of unwanted stress.
Well, that can wait for when my current project has calmed down a bit. That kind of stress is not good for us to have at the moment.
I know that, but if we don't start working together on that, well, then I wonder when we will actually be able to have a child of our own.
I get it. I will start to think about it more seriously once I am less busy.
All right.
And to be honest, I bet you that being stressed about work is one of the reasons I suffer with being infertile. So let's take it slowly and enjoy our life before the rush of having kids.
Okay.
Sorry for making it sound like I am not interested. But for now, we really should enjoy our calm and relaxing life together without the thought of having kids running around causing trouble. Someday I will make some time for us to talk these things over and start working on making our baby.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. And sorry to change the topic, but today I won't be needing anything to eat for dinner.
Oh, are you going out to eat tonight?
That's right. Today I will be having dinner with some of the team members from the project. At first, I wasn't really into the idea of going out to dinner since I most likely won't be home until after 10 p.m. But I was told it was to help make the project go smoother for the company. So at dinner, we will need to make some final decisions on said project.
Ah, I see. But I guess it is for the best, right?
Right. So thank you. Having your support helps me out a bunch. But really all I want is to get this project over with and get out of work early so that I can have time to enjoy being with you.
That makes sense. I am going to be a little lonely for sure.
I'm really sorry about this.
Don't be. It can't be helped sometimes. Do you have an idea of when work will start to calm down for you, though?
For right now, I am not really sure when things will slow down here, as we only just started.
Then I guess it will probably end up being for a little while.
Well, it's the company's main project at the moment, and I am no Superman. I do have to laugh at the fact that I had to be chosen as the lead for this project. Such poor timing.
But it is a very good thing for you, right? This will probably open up a bunch of doors in the future for moving up the company's ladder.
You are definitely right. So it probably looks pretty bad for me to act so self-pitied just because I was chosen to be a lead.
No. I think this will help boost your confidence by going into this project as a lead. I'll be cheering you on from home. So don't worry about me. Take all the time you need.
Thank you.
By the way, do you think it would be okay if I went to bed before you got home? If not, I can wait for you. But if you won't be home until after 10 p.m.
Of course. Go ahead and sleep before I get home if you need to. I won't be offended by you falling asleep before me.
All right. Hey, are you available to talk right now?
What's up?
We just got what looks like another one of those numberless calls, but this time from a payphone.
Again?
Man, I wonder what the heck this person wants with us.
What do you mean?
I just wonder if there is an important reason for why this person is trying to get a hold of us.
I doubt that that is the case. I bet you it is just a prank caller.
I guess it might be.
I'm sure that they are just trying to kill time or something. I bet you it's that. Just a couple of high schoolers.
But I wonder if we are being rude by not answering them. Even if it's just a prank call.
I think that it is just you empathizing with them too much right now. If they realize that you are going to give in to their calls, they might try to find a way to use you. Especially if it's a scam caller.
I don't think that's their goal, but I wonder if they will answer us if we pick up the call.
Do you think they are just calling people only to hang up if the call person picks up the phone? Well, either way, I wonder what we should do. They keep on calling us quite a lot, huh?
Yeah. But I'm just wondering, do you have any clue behind what is happening?
What are you trying to ask? Is there something you want to say to me?
Well, these calls only ever seem to come when you are not in the house.
Huh? Really? It's probably just a coincidence that I am not home when they decide to call us.
I guess it could just be that.
Do you think that I have some part in what is going on here?
Well, but if you think of the amount of times that they call us, there should be a high possibility that they would call when you are also around, right?
You do have a point there. But do you think I would really be trying to mess with my wife's mental health by doing this? I have zero reason to be doing that.
Well, there is a possibility that you are doing that to me as well, though. But anyways, I think that is just my anxiety getting to me right now.
What are you anxious about?
Well, this is just an example, but what if it has to do with your leaders? Or maybe your team members trying to call you to tell you that they want you to step down from your position as leader of the project, but they don't want to say it straight to your face. Or something like that.
I highly doubt that that is what is going on here.
Well, ever since you started to get busy with your project at work, these types of numberless phone calls started to happen. Of course, I have no idea what is going on, but maybe that could also be the case?
That seems impossible to me. Everyone that I work for knows that I am a good employee and would never have a reason to keep trying to call me while I'm not home. I mean, they should all be here with me in the office, so why would they think I could answer my phone at home?
I see. Then I suppose that can't be a possibility then.
I have to be honest. This time my team is doing a great job on this project, so I feel confident in my work. And everyone within the company is able to talk to me face to face about anything they feel they need to.
Well, that's great.
So I really doubt that those calls have anything to do with my work, or the want for me to step down from my position. I wonder if you have become too suspicious of all these calls lately. That they are causing you to become paranoid? Or perhaps you are just starting to build up too much stress? I guess you did say that this was increasing your anxiety, huh?
Right.
If you really need to, go ahead and just set our answering machine up and have the calls automatically go to that. If you do that, you won't need to think about answering the phone when they call. And then you can listen to see if they leave any voicemails after.
That's a good point. I'll do that.
That way you can give all of your attention to doing housework. And doing that will come in handy for when we have kids in the future.
But if you continue to stay as busy as you are right now, I don't think those kids of ours will ever have a chance to exist.
I don't know how many times I need to repeat this, but we can start thinking of having kids once work has calmed down for me.
I know that, but...
Also, this isn't meant to be any sort of speculation, but if you continue to not trust the people that I work for and with, it is going to become really annoying for me.
I'm sorry about that.
It's fine. You don't need to apologize for it. I want to hurry up and have kids too, you know. Once I am able to focus on my duties at home, I will absolutely work on getting that infertility treatment taken care of.
Okay.
And anyways, getting that treatment will cost quite a bit of money, so I need to save up some money by getting this project completed.
That's true. I agree with you there.
It would be awesome if I never had the problem of being infertile in the first place. But until we can make a baby, let's do our best to stay strong.
All right. I can't wait.
Are you free at the moment?
What's going on? Is work going okay?
I have time right now, so I thought I'd talk to you. Everything here is okay.
That's good to hear. Then, did something happen?
I want you to look inside the very top drawer of our shelf in the living room for me.
I can do that. What's in there that you need?
When you see it, I think you will understand.
What is this? It's a bunch of divorce paperwork and stuff.
I already went ahead and turned it into the state office. And the paperwork has already been processed.
What do you mean?
I don't really want to talk about it that much.
I don't get it. You're acting really strange. If you're not going to explain to me what this is about, then how am I supposed to understand you? Can you please explain to me what you were thinking?
If I was able to, then this would have never become a problem for us in the first place. But to make things quick, I found another woman that I have taken a liking to.
What? You're cheating on me?
Well, yeah. And I was able to get her pregnant.
You got her pregnant? You slept with her? I can't believe this.
Yeah. And that means from now on I won't give any more of my time to you. It also looks like you were the one that was infertile all this time. Anyways, I want to stay with the person that I can actually have a baby with.
So, I was infertile all this time? But if I was the one that was infertile, couldn't you have told me that? You must have known all this time, right?
Well, no matter how we change the story, the ending will always stay the same here. The person I have fallen in love with is carrying my baby. So you are only getting in my way now.
What the hell? Then, for the past few weeks, you weren't coming home late because of work, were you? You were with that other girl trying to get her pregnant. Was the whole thing about being in charge of the current project also a lie then?
Well, to put it simply, yes.
Then my gut feeling was right after all.
I made sure that in the divorce papers your parts were filled in by my soon-to-be new wife.
What? What are you talking about? That makes no sense. You can't fill in the papers for me. Why would you make your mistress do it?
But at least I am letting you know about my reasoning for the divorce and how I was able to file the paperwork. So, this should leave us both with a feeling of resolve for what will be happening next. So, do you want to keep listening to what I have to say?
Huh? What do you mean? What will be happening next?
I'll be making sure that you get half of everything we own, as well as a small amount of money as a sort of reparation for the divorce. How does that sound? I wanted to make sure you didn't feel completely empty-handed after the divorce. Do you feel that this is fair?
You think that I will be okay with the divorce just because you give me some money?
Well, yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
I really can't understand what you are trying to achieve.
I feel that by doing this, I am at least treating you with the respect that you deserve, right?
I bet I'd look like an idiot if I actually took your word for this. I really wanted to have a child with you, and so I was really hoping that I could support you along the way.
Well, the only person that actually seemed to help support me was another person entirely.
What the hell, Eric? Then those phone calls. Were those all coming from your new girlfriend?
Well, about all that. I'm really not too sure.
You can tell me the truth. It's not like telling me who that really was will change what is going to happen now.
Then I guess it was her.
I knew there was something up with that. What was her reason for calling me?
I think she was upset with you. So she just called trying to blow off some steam, I guess.
But you saw how upset I was getting from those phone calls. So you should have told her to stop acting like that.
Hey, I have more to say than just that. Right now, she is pregnant with our child, so of course she would be feeling stressed by things she can't control. Don't go blaming her for things like that.
What? You need to stop acting as though I'm at fault here. Do you not feel as though you did anything wrong?
Well, she is the type to get really riled up about other girls. She's real passionate, you know? And she really wants to get married as soon as possible.
But that is why I'm saying it isn't a good thing to harass someone with spam calls like she did to me. But I guess the two of your personalities match with how much trouble you like to cause.
Well, say whatever you'd like, I guess. I'm not planning on showing her any of these messages, since it will only cause her more stress.
I see. Hey, can I ask you one last thing?
What is it?
Do you only want to divorce me because she was able to give you a child before I could?
It seems like that. Even if I dreamed of having a child with you, I don't think that would ever come true. It was purely the fact that another woman could do something that you couldn't. And that was becoming pregnant with my child.
I was always wondering if you could accept that we weren't able to have a child as easily as others.
I wanted the surprise of looking at a positive pregnancy test, and the feeling of seeing my child through an ultrasound.
Oh. So you fell prey to the idea of how fun it would be. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Well, whatever. Have you come to accept the divorce yet?
Yeah, I understand why now. Can you make sure to make some official documentation for both the splitting of properties between us and the alimony money? I want to just make sure that everything becomes official for the both of us.
I can do that. For the time being, I will be staying with my girlfriend. So within a week, could you move out of the house, please? Also, since I will be paying the reparation money, can you please make sure to not make a big deal out of this?
So even after all of this talking, you still see me as being in the way.
Well, I have to see you that way for the time being.
Then can I ask you to do one more thing for me?
What would that be?
Can you turn in the two of yours marriage registration as soon as you possibly can?
Why do you want us to do that?
Just so that processing all of what has happened can be done a little easier. If you can do that, I would also like to see the certificate you get from the government.
They have things like that?
They cost a little bit of money, but that should be nothing for the two of you, right?
Well, I guess so.
And if it isn't too difficult, can you get all of that done before I move out?
All right. I'll take the day off tomorrow to get all of that paperwork handled, and then I will bring what you asked for to the house. It will probably make my girlfriend a little upset by wasting one of my vacation days for this, but I'll just let her know that this is the easiest way to get you to stay out of our way. But I hope she doesn't get too upset.
I don't really care about what she thinks. It wasn't her marriage that fell apart. And don't worry about how I feel. Just make sure to hurry up and get all of that paperwork figured out, please.
Will do.
Anyways, I'd better get to packing all of my things then.
Right. I'll message you later when I have everything put together. Have you left the house yet?
I left yesterday. How are things going for you?
Our marriage has been accepted. I sent all of the documents regarding our marriage to your parents' house since I couldn't make it over last week.
Cool. Thank you.
So, you really aren't home now, right?
Right. I already left, like I told you.
Well, then my wife and I are going to move in there and start our new life together.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. How is your wife's pregnancy going? Is she hanging in there?
She seems to be doing okay.
Ah, that's good to hear.
She also looks to be over all of the stress that she had built up thinking about you. So she now has the ability to relax again.
Well, that's a little harsh to hear, but I guess that's why she went through all the troubles of forging my signature on all of the divorce papers, huh?
I thought we were already over all of that. That's why I'm giving you some money, right?
Yeah. Do you think that you will be able to resolve all of your problems by simply handing out money?
Is there a better way? I thought you were fine with receiving the money from me.
I just thought that you had lost your way in life. That is why I was okay with getting divorced from you after all.
And you said that I was being harsh to you.
But it's true, right?
Well, actually, I was thinking the opposite. I thought that you were the one who had lost their meaning in life.
Then I guess we both have.
I guess I shouldn't be laughing at that joke. But that's all in the past for me now. I am very happy with my life at the moment. I never thought I would get to see the day where my wife is pregnant. I am so beyond happy.
That's nice.
I even get to be happy from just looking through the baby catalogs trying to figure out what I want to buy. I bet that if I had stayed with you, I would have never had the chance to feel this kind of joy.
Ah, yeah.
It would have been even better had I divorced you years ago.
Same for me. I am thinking the exact same thing.
I would have been throwing money away trying to have a baby with you through all of those treatments.
Of course. And it would have been a waste of time for me as well.
We are starting to act pretty cold to each other now, huh? But I have to ask, have you finally decided to give up on having any kids?
I'm still wondering about that.
Having your own kid is an amazing thing. How about you look for another man and try all of this nonsense again? Maybe you will do better next time.
You really want to see me happy, huh? That's sweet of you. But hey, she still hasn't given birth yet to your child, so I'm sure that you both are still anxious about what will happen.
Even if she hasn't given birth to our kid yet, it already feels like we have our child in our hands.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Dang, you seem to have something against us still. I am still not really sure about you.
I'm just a little bit jealous is all.
Well, don't give in to it. But on another note, what are your plans for the future now?
I'm moving in with my parents for a few weeks and looking for a new job somewhere. Then find my own place to move to.
Do you not plan to get married again? Well, I guess when it comes to women, both their married life and the expectation for them to bear a child are intertwined. So I don't think anyone will be looking to marry you.
You're probably right. But anyways, regarding your baby, I hope everything goes well.
What's up with that remark? Don't think that I will let you ever see it.
That's fine. I don't really have the desire to go around meeting my ex-husband's kid with his mistress. But I still expect that you will message me letting me know when your baby has been born.
What? Why would I do that? What's up with you?
I only want to congratulate you is all. And I don't have anything against your child.
I suppose that's true.
Well, until then, I'll be thinking about your new life as a father to that baby when it's born. I hope you and your wife will do a good job taking care of the baby.
Don't say such weird things. Are you still jealous? Anyways, whatever. When the baby is born, I'll let you know. Happy. Until then, enjoy your time waiting for that day. Hey, what have you been trying to do?
Congrats on having the baby.
Don't congratulate me on this. What the hell is up with this letter you sent us?
I was just congratulating you guys on having the baby. Why?
What is this medical certificate for? And also, you sent us one of those DNA test kits.
I was just thinking that you might want to make sure that you are the dad, right? Remember that we had first thought that it was you that was having the trouble of being infertile, right?
Don't be an idiot. It was decided already that you are the one who can't make a baby. If I had that problem, then there would be no way that I just made this baby.
That's why I think it is important for you to use that DNA test kit on you and your baby. I just want to make sure it's actually your kid.
And why should I care about what you think?
You and your wife made your baby naturally, right?
Of course we did. That's why I told you it's my kid.
But didn't the doctor specifically say that you were the one who couldn't make a child naturally?
What the hell do you mean?
I could have sworn that the doctor said that the only way you would be able to have your own kid was through external fertilization.
And how would that explain this?
In other words, what I'm trying to say is that you were the one with infertility problems. I never said that I had any issues. That's why I am curious about how you were able to make a child the natural way.
You're freaking me out a little.
Did you tell your wife that me and you had gone through all of these doctor's appointments?
No, I didn't.
Then it couldn't be possible that you had that kid naturally. It's totally possible that she became pregnant from another source.
But that would mean that...
Well, you have the choice to use that DNA kit or not, but I think it is in your best interest to find out if that is really your child or not. Don't you think?
Is this the reason you wanted all of those official documents created?
That was obvious, wasn't it? Once you made all of the marriage and divorce papers official, that baby became officially yours. I think your lack of awareness at that time will come to bite you in the butt.
You're kidding.
I was afraid that if the birth was within a year of us getting divorced, you could try to deny that the birth was legitimate and backtrack the divorce. And on top of that, I didn't want to get stuck in a situation where I had to help pay for child support. Because I'm sure that the person who wouldn't stop spam calling the house with no caller ID would be able to understand what has happened here.
You're lying to me.
I feel just a little sorry for you. But no, it's not a lie.
But it's my child.
I said in the past that I wanted to do my best in helping us conceive a child. And you said the exact same thing back to me. But you went back on your word by always saying you were busy with work, so you didn't have time to help focus on infertility treatments. I thought that if we both stuck together and fought through that roadblock, we would be rewarded with the gift of our own child. But you decided to splurge on that so-called baby of yours, as well as pay me to stay out of your way. So at this point, you don't really have any money to go out and get that treatment done for you and your wife, right?
I didn't think it would ever come to this.
Well, what are you going to do?
I won't accept this.
Huh?
I won't accept that this was the outcome to all of my hard work.
What are you going to do?
I won't accept this as my child either.
Really?
I'm going to divorce her as quick as possible. And then I am going to fix my relationship with you and get back together.
What?
I have to get back together with you. You can use that money that I gave you to pay for the infertility treatments.
What are you saying? Wait, are you serious?
I want to have a baby that is actually my own flesh and blood. That kid that she has, it's not even mine.
Well, you can think whatever you want to about that kid.
So could you please wait for me? I'll get all of our marriage paperwork in order.
Are you actually serious about that?
You said that you were willing to work together with me to have a kid of our own.
What? I'm not going to do that with you now.
But you just said that you wanted to put our efforts together to have a baby.
I did say that.
Therefore, if you can just hang on for a few days, I can get all of this divorce crap taken care of and get remarried to you again.
No thanks. I don't want that at all.
What?
You said it yourself, right? I did want to work together with you. Did. But now of all times? I don't think so.
But why not?
You shouldn't be asking me why I won't. If anything, you need to ask yourself how in the world would something like that occur between us after everything you did?
Because you still want to have a child, right? So there shouldn't be any excuses.
No. Why would I choose to have a kid with you?
That's because we already know each other, so it would be the quickest and easiest route.
You seem pretty confident in that reasoning. I understand your point of view, though.
Well, if you understand me, then you better come back and live at my place. I'll start working on all of the marriage papers for us.
Well, about that thought, I think you might be a bit mistaken by what I meant. Right now, I am already pregnant.
What?
After I was told by you to find someone else, I went to one of those group dating parties. There I found someone that I really liked, and we immediately got busy with making a baby.
What the hell is up with that?
I was a little hesitant at first about what he would want from me. But then we got on the topic of having kids, and then the next thing I know, he is proposing to me. Can you believe it? We already did all of our marriage paperwork, and now we are going to classes to prepare for our life together once I give birth.
But I never heard anything about all of this from you.
Well, I didn't really think you would care to hear about it.
You really went ahead and turned your back on me.
What are you talking about? We already went our separate ways, didn't we? And before you start harping on me, wasn't it you that turned your back on me first?
You're trying to screw around with me. Make me feel like this is my fault.
I am not trying to do anything like that. I just want to let you know that what you want isn't going to work out.
This is your way of getting back at me, isn't it?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way. But isn't it nice that you finally got to realize the truth about everything?
If you would have told me about this sooner, then maybe I could have stopped this from becoming a problem. Back when we had first divorced.
But I think you were way too excited about moving on to your new wife that you never really listened to what I had to say back then.
Then I want you to tell me everything right now.
I have told you everything. And you should be happy that I told you everything now instead of after realizing that the baby isn't going to be yours. I thought I was being really kind by doing all of this for you, right?
This is not fair.
And if it makes you feel any better, no matter how you wanted to play the scenario, I was never going to get back together with you.
Well, even if you won't come back to me, I am going to force the two of you to divorce.
And how will you make that happen?
I'll fill out your guys' divorce paperwork and send it in for you. And even if that doesn't work, I'm sure it will piss off your husband and make him leave you.
I guess you haven't learned your lesson yet, have you?
Shut up! I'll make sure everything goes to plan.
Do you feel confident that I haven't made any plans yet to stop you from interrupting my life with my husband?
What plans would you have made?
Well, I have made sure to have the local offices contact me in case there was ever any documents that were sent into them. I also said to them that we would hand them in person together, so there is no way you could make yourself look as though you were my husband.
What the hell?
I knew you would try to do something like that, so thanks for being so easy to figure out. Last time when we were still together, I was always worried that you would divorce me at some point. But now that time has gone by and it seems that you would want to get back with me, I have to say that I'm so glad we divorced.
What? How can you say that? I'm the one you're meant to be married to.
I highly doubt that. Anyways, I don't have any need to be connected with you in any way, so I'll most likely fully cut ties with you.
Wait. Please, hold on.
You are free to have any opinion that you would like about me. It doesn't impact me either way. My husband and I won't ever be getting a divorce, so you'd be best off doing the same and cutting ties to me. But I will say that I do feel bad for your wife and baby. All of that baby's problems will be because of its parents' issues, but I guess there was no helping it.
So you are really going to just throw me away? After everything I have had to go through?
I already told you exactly what I meant. I don't want anything to do with you. I think that you are 100% in the wrong here after cheating on me because you couldn't get what you wanted. So I hope that you can make things work with your wife and her kid. But I wouldn't be surprised if you just went ahead and threw them away and lived the rest of your life on your own. Oh, I just had a great idea. Would you rather just have me go directly to your wife and tell her everything that I know? I probably won't do that though, because it would be terrible watching her fall into madness right in front of my eyes.
You better stop talking like that.
Well, I don't know what else to say to you. I guess I'll leave now. Please don't try and find any ways to contact me, okay? Goodbye! I ended up doing as I had said and blocked my ex-husband. I don't think he has any idea of where our new address is, so I shouldn't need to worry about him coming back to try and attack us. Well, actually, I don't think he even knows the name of my husband or anything else about him. So I really have no idea how he would have been able to send in fake divorce papers for us if he had no way to fill in my husband's info. I also ended up having a safe and healthy birth to my new adorable daughter, who I have been putting all my time and focus into to make sure she lives a happy life. By the way, my ex decided after all to go ahead and try the DNA test with his wife's baby. And of course, it turned out that the baby was not his. He wanted to divorce her at first, but it looks like she threw a huge fit about how it was all his fault, just like I had thought would happen. It seems like she became paranoid by everything he said to her. So now she leaves the baby home alone while she stalks Eric as he goes to and from work to make sure he doesn't do anything unfaithful. But eventually, some people in their neighborhood found out about their whole fiasco, and they pushed to have their abandoned baby taken away from them. Of course, all of this doesn't really matter to me, so I have done my best to stop caring about what happens to my ex. I'm just grateful to have my wonderful husband and daughter in my life. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you with the next story.